Okay, hi there. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Svelte Native, and Svelte Native is still in development. I'm not sure if it's production ready. I don't think so, but you can still try it out and see what you can get to work. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how to set up your project. I'm not going to really show you too much about native script and all the things you can do because it's a really big topic. But you can go through the tutorials and look that stuff up for yourself. So first thing you'll need to do is npm install -g native script, and this will install native script globally, so that you can run certain commands like tns. So here I already have native script installed, and then I have you'll need to run these dget -nelson blah 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 your mobile app change directory in npm install. So after you have that done, then you'll be able to open your project, and I have it here open. And inside of app, right here, you'll have app.svelte. So this is kind of like the landing page. But first, what you'll need to do is on your phone. So I have here my phone screencasting. So from the App Store, you'll need to download NativeScript Playground and NativeScript Preview. I'm not sure why they're two apps, but you need both of them. So you'll just type up here NativeScript search and then download both of those. Okay, so after you've done that, you will come to your project. So this is my project, npm install, and you'll do tns preview. And this will probably take a bit to run. I should have probably started running it first. But while we're waiting, let me show you some of the stuff you can do here. So app can also be in TypeScript, if you like to use TypeScript. I think, yeah, it looks like this is actually in TypeScript as the default. If you don't know TypeScript, that's fine. You can use JavaScript, because TypeScript, like JavaScript, will work inside of TypeScript, so don't worry too much. So it's a bit different. You'll see it with NativeScript, like the CSS font size 18. You don't say pixels or percent. This is just like a number. So you just have 18, and here you'll see that in your HTML. So it's not really HTML. It's more like XML, and they have different names for different things. Okay, so TNS is done running. So here it'll give you this guy right here, and you'll need to open up the playground one, I believe. Yeah, see, and then scan QR code. And here I am scanning the QR code. Cool. Okay, and then it will open it up in the other one. And this, I think, is from my last project. I mean, not project, I was just playing around with it. So it says, hey, right there. But that shouldn't be, let me see. Okay, yeah, here we go. So this is ready. So this is just the default. So when you tap, I'm tapping on my phone right now, it'll go down, and you can see for yourself what happens when you get to 42, or you can just read this. And so here, if I change something, so let's say I want to make another label. So label is just like the most basic kind of text element. So I just say hello, and then you have to make sure to end it. I'm going to save and go back, and now hello, it says hello right there. So this is on my phone. This isn't like a emulator or whatever. This is like on my phone right now that I can interact with. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of setting it up. I'll just kind of go through a bit of the documentation. So Svelte Native does have a, wow, my computer's really slow right now. It has a tutorial here. So if you want, they have this tutorial that you can go through, and you make like a to-do app, of course. And it'll show you all these things. But so the bulk of the work that you have to do to learn this, I would say, is in learning about the different components, because they're not the same as HTML. So if you already have like some experience developing on mobile, then it should be easier for you. And if you don't, then it is going to be, you're going to have to learn about some things. So they got button, Datepicker. So let's try a Datepicker. And one thing to note is that here in Svelte Native, if it's like a see Datepicker, if it is a Svelte component, then it's going to be capitalized. But in this case, you're going to lowercase it because it's a native script. And here you'll see I have my Datepicker now. So I got this thing just by adding this one line Datepicker. So here it is capitalized. In NativeScript, that's how you do it, but Svelte Native, you will always lowercase the first letter because it's not a Svelte component, okay? I'll have to figure out how to, I haven't tried making a new component yet, but let's say I make a component called cool.svelte, then, and it says cool, and that's all it does. And then let me see if I can import it here. So import cool from /cool.svelte, and then put cool right here. And now I'm not sure if that'll work because it's just plain text. Looks like it's not showing up. So we might have to make it a label. Label text equals cool. Okay, yeah, now it's there. Yep, so making components is just the same. You have your JavaScript in here. So you still can write JavaScript here in the script. It's just that here app.ts, which you usually don't touch anyway, is in TypeScript. But that's kind of the basics. I'll probably leave it right here. Just look through these. If you want to build something, you can look at layouts, list picker, look at all these different components. And the CSS is also a bit different, so you'll want to look at styling. This is on the NativeScript website. But that's kind of the basics of it. Let me just wait. Before I end, I will show you. So app.css, it's in a different file. So let's say we want our page to be a different color. So page, background, yellow. And I'll save that, come back here, and now the whole background is yellow. So the CSS works, in a lot of ways the same, but there are some differences, especially with like layouts and stuff that you want to make note of. Okay, so I'll end it right there. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to make another video about this, just to go through more of this, the components and stuff, but that's how you set it up, and hopefully you can figure out more from there.